Okay, hey guys. So, I had to change the scenery just a little bit. Floor was not so comfortable after a while. So, I said I was going to do a... Let me move some of this crap out of the way. Sorry. I said I was going to do a video on what my work all pitched in and got me. I'm calling it my chemo bag. So, they got me this huge bag, which is so nice in so many ways. Not only will this be really nice to use, you know, for when I do go to have my chemo treatments. Oh, I just noticed this too. Oh, this bag just gets sweeter and sweeter. It's got this really cool little Velcro handle, I guess you could say. But anyway, I really like this bag, and I think it is not only going to be so nice for... Let me move you back just a little bit. I'm sorry. This drives me nuts. Nuts, nuts, and more nuts. Let's see if that helps. Oh, no, that's in the way. Does that help? Ugh, why not? I'm gonna go nuts here in a minute. Okay. This is the best we're gonna get. Okay. So, let me start again. The reason I really like this bag, and I think that this bag will be nice, is obviously it holds a lot. So you need anything and everything that you need to pack. Snacks, magazines, your laptop. I just like it. I like that it's a bigger bag. It gives me options. I do have a smaller bag too, because again, never going through this before, I don't know. But you know, it's like, I look at it like this. Even, you know, when you have a baby, you don't usually just have one bag. You have one for the car, you have the main one, you know, as they get older, as you get used to what you need, then that, or where you're going, then that depends on the size of your bag. So, you know, sometimes I might be using my smaller one, which I'll grab and show you in a second, but I love the size of this, and I love that if it's going to be a long day, you know, just to even have this packed. We don't necessarily have to bring the whole thing in, but, you know, he can have it in the car, and if we need more supplies, he can always... I just like the fact of everything could be in here. And then also, you know, it doesn't have to just be a chemo bag. I don't want it to give me flashbacks or bad memories either. So that is why I'm not only going to use it as my chemo bag. This also will be very nice, you know, a quick overnight trip somewhere, stay to the hotel, whatever. This will be nice. Love the colors too. The other thing too, you know, I mean, this could be packed with anything, but I feel like they really took their time to research, if you will, or maybe, you know, they've had other family members and kind of know, but I like the fact that it isn't just packed with products, it's packed with products that have a lot of thought put into it, specifically for going through chemo. And this is loaded, I mean, everywhere. So let's get into it. So they got me a set of headphones. I don't know if you can hear the plow going by, but they got me a really nice Yeti stainless steel mug, which is going to be super nice because especially while going through chemo, I have to be drinking a minimum of 64 ounces a day. I didn't even look to see. And okay, this is 30, so that'll be good because then I just fill this up twice. Whereas, see, this I have to fill up 4 times. So that's cool. And again, I like having sometimes multiple because you know, I can have one for home, I can have one for when I travel. Very nice, and the colder the better. And then they also got me to go with it is the top so that I can do a straw, because I am finding that drinking through a straw, I don't know, I can get it down much quicker. Like, I just do so much better with a straw. They got me a nice card. Okay, so then they got things like little candies, things that you know, things for you to suck or chew on while you're going through chemo. You know, peppermint. I mean, obviously, that's a good thing because peppermint helps settle your stomach. I've never tried these before, but this is what I mean. I've heard a lot of people say that these help. They're ginger chews. And obviously, you know, ginger also helps calm the tummy. And then these like strawberry delight candies. Because here's the thing too. So they give you like pre-treatments before chemo, and then they also have to flush your ports and stuff. And so they do it with saline, and they also do it with heparin. And well, I guess I would say heparin is a little bit worse taste, but they're both, I think, pretty nasty. And that taste, so that's what I mean. You just need something to like suck on or chew on to just help get that taste gone, because that's gross. And then dark chocolate and blueberry. Now again, dark chocolate is good for you. Blueberries is good for you. A lot of antioxidants. It's like they did their homework. Burt's Bees for the lips, because Lord knows I'm already having issues. I could just imagine. Some Aquaphor. Oh, this thing is so cool. This is so cool. I don't know whose idea it was, but I have already been a fan of the weighted blankets for probably, I don't know, 3, maybe 4 years now. As a matter of fact, I have to steal mine back from my daughter because she has stolen my blanket. Well, now they have, and I'm not going to take it out because honestly it was kind of a pain to put back in, but it is a weighted eye mask. Like, how cool is that? I've got some liquid IV that I'm kind of excited to try. I've never tried them before. But Lord knows I'm going to need that too. Some Mentos. I haven't had Mentos in years. I'm pretty sure I had Mentos. Yeah. Yeah, they usually come in like a tube, right? I'm pretty sure I had those before. Let's see. let's see. Then we got some nice thick slipper socks, and they've got the grippies so you don't slip. That's going to be very nice. And then another pair of those, same thing, the grippies on the back. A nice beanie hat. I'm not doing wigs. I've just decided. Not only is it too costly, I mean, it's such a personal journey and such a personal decision, and I don't want to be judgy because maybe I'd feel differently if money just was not an issue, but I promise you that's not the only reason, because we could allocate that money if we needed to. And there also, you know, insurance does cover a portion of it. And then whatever insurance doesn't cost, there's organizations that do grants for cancer patients. So I don't even 100% think it's the money issue. Just in my mind, it's like it's not worth that money. It's just not. But I don't know. They look itchy and uncomfortable and a lot of maintenance to keep up with, and just doesn't seem like for me. But the other issue, because at one point, because my hair before I chopped it was like down past my boobs, so I had, Lord knows I had enough hair that I could have made a wig, and I had contemplated that. But even that, I mean, it takes like 8 to 10 weeks. I mean, I'm halfway through treatment. To me, I just thought, what's the point? So, but like I said, to each his own. Then I got a lot more thick, 3 more pair of nice, thick, comfy socks. Like real nice, thick. That's going to be very nice. This is also why I have to drink a lot, because my throat's just been so dry. I don't know if it's all the medications I've been taking, or I don't know. Okay, then I didn't even see this one. Did I? How did I miss that the first time? Maybe I did see it in my, I don't know, because I showed my daughter earlier. A really nice scarf. Oh, that is nice. That's a very nice scarf. Very, very nice. It's a little tight. Then they got me these 2 empty bottles. I honestly am not exactly sure, but oh, maybe lotions. Maybe to put lotions in. Yeah, I bet you that's it. Yep, they're little pop tops. But we'll figure out a use for them, I'm sure. And they got me some really nice note cards. And see how deep this thing is? Like, whoa, it just keeps going. Then I've got a nice organized planner. And then I've got another like bigger bottle of Aquaphor. Here's a funny side note. So I know you're supposed to keep your skin moisturized. Not only, like, it's kind of a double whammy, because not only obviously because of the chemo, but just the timing of the year, living up, like I said, here in the Northeast. Your skin just gets really dry. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna have my face, my arms, my hands, elbows, whatever. Well, here's just a little fun fact. You also have to keep the inside of your nose, because I will more than likely lose that hair too. and your anus. Like, what? Oh, Chemo, let's have a talk. And I don't know. I guess I'll have to get back to you on that. I don't know yet how true that is, but I have heard that, like, that you had to keep these moisturized as well as others. Okay, moving along. This is Strawberry Lemonade Sport Hydration. I think, yeah, it sounds like a powder that you add to your water. But see what I mean? Like, people know, they did their homework to know this type of stuff. Then I got a coloring book and some color pencils. And what was the first one I flipped to? I really liked the saying. Of course, now I probably won't be able to find it. Of course, I can't find it. But anyway, they're really, as you can see, the pictures you color in. And then there's like nice quotes on the other page. And the very first one that I had flipped to, like, I really liked the saying. But anyway. Here it is. I will walk by myself and cure myself in the sunshine and the wind. I just thought that was such a cute saying, and the picture, and I don't know if you can tell the picture, but it looks pretty cool. So that'll be fun. And then another notebook. Is this? Yeah. Another notebook to, like, journal. I'm a huge list maker, like bullet person type thing, so that will definitely be helpful too. Then it's got all these pockets. I just don't know because my daughter repacked it up for me, so maybe she put yeah. So then there was pens, and then they gave me a buttload of gift cards, which this in itself was already so nice. They didn't have to do any of this. I can't even begin to I just can't even begin to say how awesome and how grateful I am. Oh, and one more thing. Oh, it's just getting up, hurts. Actually, two more things. They got me this blanket, which the softness of it, I'm telling you, it feels like a stinking mink coat. It is so soft and, like, so thick. So, that is going to be freaking awesome. And I'm very funny about, or very particular, I should say, about my blankets. I have my weighted blankets, I have my heated blankets, I have my soft fleecy blankets. I'm a blanket person. And I kept thinking to myself, which one am I going to take? I'm not going to take my heated blanket because, I don't know. I'm just not. And I also have heard that you're not supposed to overheat while you're doing chemo. So I'm just not going to bother with that. But so it was a combination of either, was it going to be my nice, oh, see, every now and then I think I can do something and then I forget that my range of mobility is not what I'm used to. But so, yeah, so I was trying to decide, and then when I got this blanket, I'm like, ooh, I'm like, now I don't have to decide. That's exactly the blanket I'm going to use. I feel like I'm just saying a lot. And see, I'm going to show you too, like with the hats and the scarves, like, honest to goodness, I can just get away with this. And it's comfortable, you know what I mean? Like, I don't gotta be like scratching and itching around with, because the, with a wig, it's like stocking material, which that's a whole nother thing that people don't, it's why I say it's such a personal journey, because, you know, people just don't know, like, I don't know if I'm going to get into that story now or not, but I definitely have, like, I don't know if I'd say traumatic, that's probably not the right word, but I have issues with that material. As most girls growing up in the 80s, two things you wore a lot as a little girl if you grew up in the 80s were pantyhose and slips. And a slip, for anyone who doesn't know, well, they had two forms. They did have just a waist slip, you know, you'd put on at the waist and then it went down to about your knees. And supposedly you put that on underneath a dress or a skirt, not only for an extra layer of warmth, but it was supposed to help stop like static. But, you know, I gotta be honest, I don't fall for that shit, because I now, as an adult, do not wear slips or pantyhose, and I don't have static issues. So maybe it was because they forced you to wear pantyhose. I don't know. And then the other slip, which we more than usual wore, was the full, like it had like the straps and kind of was like almost like a nightgown. And I don't know why. It isn't like you know, like we were like whipped to wear them, or I had some traumatic experience or something like that. I really don't. It's just, I've never liked the feeling or the texture, the purpose, just like flat sheets. I completely understand the reason for a fitted sheet, but I'm not a flat sheet fan. And to older generations, they're like, oh, but to me, I'm like, shit changes with the times, and sorry, but that's just not me. But anyway, that was a tangent. See my little rabbit holes? Now you get to understand where this little brain goes. So super, 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 super nice of them at work. I cannot thank them enough. You know, instead of sitting here messing with my lips, why don't I just put some on? That would be smart. But yeah, super nice, super thoughtful, because they could have just put anything in there, you know? I mean, they could have. But as I started going through the stuff, I'm like, man, these guys, they did their research. Like, they took their time to realize some of the products that you might need or what would be more helpful. Ooh, that smells nice too. Oh, it's peppermint. See? I didn't even know that Burt's Bees made peppermint. Huh. Did not know. That's amazing. Okay. So, oh boy, setting that aside. This is my smaller, and to be honest, I did already have this before I got this, but it's like I said, everything works out for a reason, and I know that they both will come in handy. Yes, this is a little smaller, you know, so it's something that, you know, I can just, but I feel like the majority of the stuff that I would pack in here would probably just be for me. So that's where I say they both will come in handy, because knowing me, I'll probably pack both just to be safe. And then if I go through the stuff I have in here, then I have that. The other reason for this is, okay, you just can't get any cuter than this. Cancer messed with the wrong chick. Now, I have no idea why this bag is called the Dakota bag, but that also is my oldest son's name. So to me, it was like, oh, there's a sign. So with this bag, one thing I do like is that you do have this front pocket, and I will be putting, they give you a pretty thick folder for, you know, all your paperwork, every time you visit, whatever. So it'll just be nice to have a spot where I can just stick my folder and then not have to worry. Got a couple spots for pens as well. And then when you open it up, nothing like fancy, but it is a pretty deep bag. Now, my friend got this for me. So this is a little pillow, and it's got Velcro. So what you do is you Velcro it to your seatbelt. And for me, it'll go right there. And then that just gives you a little bit of extra cushion or comfort for the seatbelt. That's, you know, will be eventually going over. And then lots and lots and lots of socks. But these ones, why did I like them so much? Oh, I don't know. They just say happy camper. Maybe just I had an extra pair in there. I don't know. Because that's the other thing, is that, yes, I will be wearing socks, but I got these things that they look ridiculous, but I'm not going to put them on, though, because I already have, and I'm not going to lie, they're like not the easiest things to work with, but okay, so this one is the glove ones. So there is one, two, yeah, I believe 2 ice things, and then you slide, I guess I am doing it, slide your hand in, do the Velcro around, and I've got this on the wrong hand, but you get the gist. And it's supposed to have your fingers, and then they have ones for your feet too. That's the next one. They are supposed to help so that you don't get to try to prevent you getting neuropathy. Some people say that they still do get it, but this is also to help so that it doesn't become permanent, because that's kind of scary, as it can be permanent. And what that is like that pins and needles feeling, like a numb, tingly feeling that you get in your fingertips and in your toes. And it's pretty common, but at the same time, I have to let them know and try to stay on top of it, because it could be permanent. So this is something that is supposed to help with that. Looks a bit ridiculous, but and then I just got some like trail mix, applesauce, a couple of suckers, because again, it's like stuff you're supposed to like, and anything that you can do to stimulate or promote saliva so that you don't get mouth sores. And a ginger ale. That's pretty much it. I mean, not a whole lot. Oh, and a toothbrush. Now, I don't necessarily foresee myself brushing my teeth right there at chemo, but I did get myself a specific set of toothbrushes that are supposedly made for chemo patients, and the bristles are super soft. But who knows? I might have more than enough time on my hands that maybe I just might feel like brushing my teeth. And if not, then I can do it when I come home. But I just kind of stuck that in there just to... And it does have a little pocket on the side. I've got a little ginger ale in. And then I've got, I don't know, I think I grabbed like 4 or 5 masks for at a time, just to keep in there. And then, now I've ordered a bunch of different shirts, because again, I'm all about the humor. But, A, they won't be here before my first treatment. B, I obviously will not have lost all my hair before my first treatment. And C, this is long sleeve and looks comfy, and also looks like it will be easy. So, the other shirts that I have, that I ordered and they will be here, my intent is to wear them every time I go to get a chemo treatment. But like with anything, you can try to plan, you know, your entire life out, and that's not always the way it goes. So, in case those shirts don't work out, and for my first chemo infusion, I got this shirt, which is called a chemo port shirt. And it's just super nice, soft material. Not everything that I have is 100% cotton, but I'm trying to go that route. That is better for you. But it's long sleeve, and the thing I like the best about it is that on either side, so my port is on this side, but most of the time it's on the right side. But when they need to access it, you unzip that, and you unzip that, and then boom, pulls it down, right down. They've got easy access. So I thought that was pretty cool. And they really do think about things too, because, you know, even things like having this little cover or closure like for the pointy parts of a zipper, because I'll tell you what, you know, that feels pretty annoying anyway, I'm not gonna lie, but especially when your skin is sensitive and dry and like already trying to heal, stuff like that is even more annoying, because I went and got myself a new bra that looks super comfy, and it's a front closure, so it'll be nice and easy, you know, all that. But when you know, at the very bottom where that last closure is, it doesn't have, you know, this like cover, and man, does that get uncomfortable at times. I mean, I'll deal with it, but it's stuff like that that when you see it, you're like, oh, they thought of that. Okay, I did my first 24 ounces, so I gotta keep going. All right, so I guess that's enough of an update. I will probably update you guys I think I might do Christmas at my mom's. I'm not so much gonna like be having the idea of like, you know, having the camera like in family members' faces and like a sit down like this talking, but more so just like little clips and snips, and I don't know, maybe I'll like voice over and kind of explain things, but you know, just to see different parts of my life, so I'm not just always sitting here just always talking about my cancer, because there certainly is more to me than just my cancer. So yeah, pretty much I think that's about it though for now. All right, well, I'll check in with you guys later. Bye.